Struggling to stay consistent with your workouts? Life is busy. I get it. Most women I know are not sitting around with lots of extra time on their hands. They have full-time jobs, they have kids, they're dealing with all the life events, right? But here's the thing. You've been lied to. You don't need hours in the gym or the latest and greatest fad diet in order to actually get results. Today, I'm going to break down a very simple strategy that you can actually start implementing today that not only gets my clients results, but helps them maintain those results long term and stay consistent even when life gets super busy. For those of you that don't know me, I am Coach Courtney, and I love helping busy moms not only look and feel their best, but get strong and feel confident in their bodies again without having to spend hours in the gym or giving up their favorite foods. So let's go ahead and jump right into this here. What is the most common reason that I see women fail at staying consistent? The biggest mistake that I usually see is thinking that they need to work out 5 to 6 days a week and that their workouts need to be super long and that they have to eat like 1,000 calories or less. For most busy women, that's just not realistic anymore. We don't have that kind of time. So what happens next, right? You miss doing a workout. You feel like you overate the day before, which leads to feeling guilty. And before you know it, you're off track again. So this is all great. We understand the problem now. How do we go about actually finding a solution? How do we fix this problem? Instead of focusing on or aiming for perfection, which, let's be honest, it's not realistic, okay? There's no such thing as perfect. And having that mindset that the only way to get results is by having to be perfect is what's keeping you stuck in this mode of trying something new. You're not able to stick to it. You feel like you failed. You give up and you start over every time. So instead, I want you to focus on 3 non-negotiable habits. I'm going to break this down and explain it because I think it's different for everybody, but think of these as small, doable actions that keep you moving forward because your progress is not going to be linear. You're going to have good times where things are going well, it's super easy, and you're making great progress, and then you're going to have setbacks. I want you to have some habits that you can always come back to when life is super busy. That's going to keep you moving forward. Okay, so let me share here. Move my face out of the way so you guys can see what I'm writing. These are going to be some examples. I'm going to show you how to use them. So one example of a non-negotiable habit could be, let me flip back over to my pen. Here we go. Could be like a 15-minute workout. So have one of these kind of in your back pocket, something that is easy, is fancy. You don't need equipment to do it. You can do it completely body weight. But on those crazy days when you just can't get to your full workout, whatever you had planned, have one simple workout that you can always come back to so that you stay consistent, because if we can fit it into our lives, we're more likely to stick to it. Okay, so that's one example. The second one could be just a simple movement goal. Okay, and this could be a certain step number. So again, if you can't get to your full workout, or you're feeling like today is just going to be super hectic, can you break your day up with like 3 times in your day where you can do a 10-minute walk maybe, or you can do some stretching, just do something to get moving. Okay, this is a non-negotiable that you can always come back to even when life is super busy. Another option could be focusing on recovery. Sorry, my handwriting's terrible on this thing. But there's going to be times when you're not sleeping well, your stress levels are out of control, your days you literally have like back-to-back meetings from the time you wake up till the time you leave the office that day. Having something to focus on like recovery could include your hydration, your sleep habits, maybe working on some mobility or range of motion. So why does this work? It's realistic, okay? You're going to have days when you just are not able to stick to your plan, and that's okay. But instead of quitting completely and throwing in the towel and throwing the plan out the window, these are some simple things that you can come back to. And most importantly, they help you keep that momentum. So you're still showing up for yourself every day, building that consistency gradually without feeling like you failed. So this is an example of some of the simple strategies that I teach a lot of my clients. In fact, I want to share with you a story of my client, Rebecca. When she first came to me, busy mom of 5 kids. Yep, they ranged from toddler to teenager. And she wanted to lose weight, yes, but more importantly, she wanted to, move better with less pain, be able to get down on the floor with her toddler so she could play with her without being in pain, so she would have more energy. But she didn't have time for long workouts. She didn't know where to start. She did not have time for complicated meal plans. And this is her after sticking with some very simple strategies, what I taught her, the non-negotiable 3, down 27 pounds, but more importantly, having more energy and finally feeling like she was in control of her habits and how her body moved and how she felt. She kept it simple, okay? Was not trying to do it all. And most importantly, she was able to stay consistent, which is how she got the results that she did. Okay, so how do we start implementing these? Because I promised you at the beginning, I would give you actionable steps that you can start doing immediately to start implementing these into your life. So this is what I want you to do, and I encourage you, grab a pen and paper, follow along with me. Writing these things down is going to help you keep yourself accountable. So first things first, pick your 3, I'm going to call it 3 picks. So these are your 3 non-negotiables. It doesn't have to be the examples I gave, but make them super simple, something you know you can always come back to even on your busiest days. Second thing, be flexible. Okay, best laid plans, something's going to happen, okay? But we can make adjustments. You can make these adjustments as much as you want. If you want to adjust what your 3 non-negotiables are, that's fine. We just don't quit, okay? Which comes back to number 3. We're focusing on progress, not perfection. I don't care how amazing you think somebody is, how superwoman person that they look like they are on the outside. Nobody is perfect. We're looking at things that are going to continue to move us forward, focusing on the progress over a long period of time, which comes from being consistent, rather than aiming for perfection. Okay, you're going to have days when things don't go well. We just don't give up, okay? Focusing on long-term progress. So I want to give you a simple win that we can work on today. Let me clear some space here. So simple thing that you can actually implement like today, right before you get into your shower, let's say, for example, while you're waiting for that water to warm up, stop and do 10 air squats. If you don't know what an air squat is, quick Google search, but it's a body weight squat while your water's warming up. That's it, okay? You don't need a gym. You don't need lots of extra time or fancy equipment. I just want you to get started today. Get that little win so you can check the box and say, hey, I moved my body today. Some common mistakes I see a lot of people make, and I want you to be able to avoid them or at least adapt to them because they're gonna happen, okay? Mistake number 1 is choosing habits that are too complicated. The fix for that is keep it so simple that it's almost laughable. Like it's impossible for you to fail at doing it. Mistake number 2, skipping your habit because you don't have time. So the fix for that is scale it down. I mean, 5 minutes is better than nothing. It does not have to be complicated, does not have to take a lot of time. There should be no reason, like it should be almost impossible for you to fail, impossible for you to skip because it's such a simple thing to do. Mistake number 3, expecting instant results. I know we're kind of in this like culture and this lifestyle that's we're always told that, you know, results should happen, they should happen quickly, they should be easy to get to, but again, it's not realistic. And remember that the fix for that is consistency over anything. We're not going to get things done quickly. It's more important to focus on being consistent. That's what's going to win. Fast fixes don't last. And lastly, just to kind of wrap things up here, remember you guys, if Rebecca, a busy mom of 5 who quite literally had no extra time on her hands can do it, you absolutely can do this too, okay? Anybody's capable of being consistent. It just takes a little focused effort on your 3 non-negotiables. Real quick, if you could drop in the comment section below your 3 non-negotiable tips. And make sure if you need more help to check out my Instagram page. I'm going to go ahead and drop my handle here in the description below so you know where to find me. I share a lot of free tips there, a lot of free coaching advice, and I also encourage you to subscribe to my YouTube channel for more no BS fitness tips. I look forward to seeing you all really soon. Take care.